Welcome to Feed Yourself Well. The recipe that we're going to be working on today is all about chicken tinga tostadas. If you've never had chicken tinga, it is absolutely delicious. It's a Mexican style recipe from the Pueblo region of Mexico, and it's stewed. It's a chicken that is traditionally done with boneless, skinless chicken breast that has been poached or boiled and then shredded. Once the chicken is shredded, it's bathed in this amazing tinga sauce. The tinga sauce is a combination of onions, garlic, tomato paste, and chipotles in adobo sauce. So lots of flavor from those chipotles. Chipotles are smoked jalapenos. They're in a rich chili sauce or adobo sauce, so they got lots of flavor. That's all going to be done today a little differently. We're going to do it in a pressure cooker, and instead of chicken breast, we're going to ramp it up with chicken thighs. I think thighs taste so much better than the breast. They don't dry out, they don't get chalky, they're full of flavor. And we've actually marinated them to get them ready to go into the pressure cooker in a mojo criollo. Mojo criollo is a Latino Caribbean style marinade that has orange juice, onion, a little bit of oregano in it. Lots of flavor, so that's going to really penetrate the chicken, add another layer of flavor. I went ahead and sauteed the onions first with a couple cloves of garlic. I smashed them. I didn't chop it. I just smashed the garlic up, put them in there with the onions, let everything saute to bring out some of the flavor that's going to also go into the pressure cooker. Instead of tomato paste, I'm not a big fan of tomato paste. It's so acidic and rich tasting, sometimes it just overwhelms the dish with entirely too much tomato. So I had some leftover sofrito, and I'm going to use this tomato sofrito in the dish as well. I've got about 2 cups here, and then I've got whole chipotle jalapeno peppers in adobo sauce. They're going to go in. So we're going to head over and start building our dish. So we got a simple pressure cooker here. If you have an Instapot or Instant Pot, it can be done in that as well. But I'm just going to use an old school pressure cooker that's digital. So it's got a timer built into it. And I'm going to go in first with the chicken. I've got about 8 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I'm going to leave a lot of that fat on there because it's going to cook down and add flavor, that have been marinating in the mojo criollo. In that goes. Last one in the pool. Okay, now, right on top of that, all that tomato sofrito. Sofrito is a combination of peppers, onions, tomatoes that has all been cooked down, ready to go. That's gonna help build the flavor as well. I'm gonna leave 4 smoked chipotle peppers in adobo sauce whole and let them break down in the pressure cooker. So we got those in. And now just onions and garlic. A combination of sauteed onions, whole garlic that's been smashed down, and that's it. Just kind of fold everything in. It's all gonna start cooking together. We're gonna put the top on, let it go for about 40 minutes in the pressure cooker, and then we'll come back and see what it's doing. Well, we're back, and the chicken tinga has cooked in a pressure cooker for 40 minutes. So it's nice and tender and ready to start falling apart. So if you can see that, it's gonna be really easy to shred. Then we're gonna take a couple forks and shred all this together. So I'm just going to scoop it out, put it into a bowl, and then we'll start building our tostadas. Oh wow, it smells amazing. I'm going to pull a little bit of the juice out also because I want some of that juiciness to be part of the shredded chicken as well. Now, chicken tinga is one of those dishes you can do a multitude of things with. So we may make tostadas today, but then we can make enchiladas this week with it. We can do tacos. We can do all kinds of things with this flavorful chicken recipe. Okay, so we're gonna head back over to our station. And I've got 2 forks. And I'm just going to take the forks and pick the chicken apart into shreds. It's coming apart super easy. Nice. So we're taking some white corn tortillas and made tostadas with them. Nice and crispy. That's what you want your tostadas to be, super crispy. So what I did was I put them in the oven for about 10 minutes, low heat, about 250 degrees, to get some of the moisture off. Once you get some of the moisture off, just right into a pan, about a ½ inch of oil, get it nice and hot, and fry them on both sides, and they'll come out super crispy. That's what we want, that nice, crisp snap of the tostada. And I've got some refried beans. So these are just canned refried beans that I warmed up, and that's going to be the base on our tostada. And these are black beans, which are my favorite. They're always my go-to for refried. Then we're going to take some of this chicken right on top. A little chipotle is in there. It's falling apart nicely. The garlic is falling apart. So I didn't have to do a whole lot of chopping or knife work with this. I just cut up the onion. That was it. And you can see how nice and shredded the chicken is. Okay, so I'm gonna move my bowl to the side. I've got some cilantro. I'm gonna take a little bit of this guy, and I'm just gonna pass the knife through it. Just a very rough chop. And I'm gonna put some of that right on top. I've got some queso blanco, but this is queso blanco duro. It's a hard queso blanco that crumbles apart nicely. Perfect for this. Right on top, some crumbled cheese. And then we're going to finish with Mexican crema. Mexican crema is different from sour cream. Sour cream has a real tanginess to it, almost a pungency that this does not have. It's just smooth and creamy, and it's predominantly made from heavy cream. So it's got a real nice finish that I like in comparison to just sour cream on top, and it's a lot looser. It's got a lot more movement. So a drizzle of that over the top. There is our chicken tinga tostada. This is quick, easy to do once you've got the chicken cooked. So that's the biggest part of it, is getting the chicken out of the way, and you can use it for a lot of other dishes. So remember, feed yourselves well, stay safe, see you out there, and looking for you for your next episode.